Because we tend to sit a lot, we get locked up in this rounded shoulders, forward head position where the front of our body, our chest, our pecs get really tight and locked up. This 10-minute yoga class will open up the front of the chest, elongate the spine, and mobilize tight areas around your ribs and shoulders. Start on your hands and knees in tabletop position, stacking shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, and spreading your fingers wide. On your inhale, let the belly drop down towards the mat. Open the chest, drawing the shoulder blades together behind you, and lift your gaze. On your exhale, tuck your tailbone and start to send your hips back to your heels, maybe stretching the arms forward a little bit, melting your forehead down. Inhale, draw yourself back up to where you were, open the heart. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, send your hips to your heels. Back and forth like that, letting the breath be smooth, letting your movement be smooth and fluid. And the next time you exhale, let's meet in a neutral spine. Walk your palms forward just a little bit. Shift your hips forward so you're in a knee down plank. And then keep your elbows in towards your ribs as you lower down to your stomach with control. And once you reach your stomach, prop yourself up on your forearms. So the palms are planted down. You have a little space between your feet. And the forearms are parallel. Try to keep your elbows somewhat under your shoulders. Just sink down for a moment to feel what we should not be doing in this pose. So sink down into your shoulder joint, just kind of hang out here. And then do the opposite. Press up out of the mat, feeling your spine grow. The back of your neck is long. We have a little stretch of the mat between the forearms. And we are trying to draw the chest through here with a light lift of the abdomen. Connect with your breath slowly in and out your nose. Bring your palms under your shoulders. Press yourself up through hands and knees and back into a full extended child's pose. Inching your fingertips up like they're trying to touch the top of the mat. And your hips are sent back to your heels. Melt your forehead down and breathe into your back. From here, come on up to a seat. You can prop your hips up on a blanket if you like. That feels good in my body. To get a little space, a little lift. Once you're seated, take your arms down by your side, palms open. Draw the shoulder blades together. So right now we're in external rotation of the shoulders. Okay, take a breath in here and then do the opposite. So flip your thumbs behind you, internal rotation as you breathe out. And just go back and forth like that a few times, breathing in to open, breathing out to turn under. And as you're moving, just notice what your shoulder blades are doing. As you move, feel this in your shoulder joint. And the external rotation is the opposite of this rounded shoulder position, right? So really feel that in your body. And then adding on to this, or progressing, if you will, take your arms up into cactus. Okay, this is that external rotation. If you slightly press the backs of the hands back behind you, keep the elbows lifted, breathe in, breathe out, keep the elbows where they are, and just press the palms backwards behind you. Good, breathe in here to open, and breathe out to flip under and press back. 2 more, inhale, and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now leave your left arm where it is, flip the right arm up, and then we'll go back and forth like this. One breath, one movement. Take one more inhale. And then we'll just exhale. Let our arms rest down on our lap. Woo, shake it out if you need to or want to. And come to lie down on your back. You can take any comfortable position lying down. So maybe your knees are bent and your feet planted for a little low back support. Or maybe it feels good to stretch your legs out long. But bring your arms down by your side with the palms open towards the ceiling, and maybe your shoulders shuffled under you just a little bit. Okay, snow angels, just the upper body. On your inhale, reach your arms out and up by your ears. And on your exhale, glide them back down by your side, grazing the floor underneath. Super simple, breathing in to reach up and breathing out back down by your side. Next time you inhale and reach up, stretch all the way up, point your toes, feel your ribs lift up away from your hips, and then draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug and a rock side to side. Moving into open the book, our last movement for the practice today. Turn over to one side. So for this, you might want support under your head. Stretch your arms out directly in front of you with the palms touching, and your knees can be bent. And the idea here is that we keep our hips really still and steady, so don't let them open up as your body opens up here. On your breath in, open the top arm all the way up and back. You can follow your hand with your gaze. Brief pause at the top, so you're going as far as you can with just your upper body, and then exhale. Close the book and feel the palms touch. Connecting breath to movement. Notice my shoulder stays open as I open back. I'm not cheating to get down further by internally rotating. And then the next time you open your book, let's pause. Keep breathing though, all the way. And then slightly move that arm so it's up more at a diagonal till you feel, sometimes it's the difference of just 1 inch. You're gonna feel a nice pec stretch, which is this muscle right here, your chest. And take a few slow, deep breaths here. On your next exhale, take your time to close the book. And then we'll move right onto the other side. You can turn over away from the camera if you like. I'm going to flip around to the other side of the mat. So once you're settled, you're all the way on your side. Knees are bent. Anything that's comfortable with your lower body that's going to keep the hips still. Arms reach out in front of you. Inhale to open the book slowly. Really feel the shoulder blade draw into your back. And exhale, close the book. Next time you open, take your time, pause and keep breathing, and then maybe explore finding a light diagonal to deepen that stretch. Let's settle in here and breathe. And then slowly close the book, returning to center. Take a breath here in stillness. And then come to lie on your back for Shavasana. We'll just take a few moments to rest here and notice the effects of our practice. Make sure you're comfortable. Become aware of your breath. And imagine that with every breath, your shoulder blades heat up. And as they do, the tissues around the shoulder blades become soft and pliable like candle wax. Spend some time with that, imagining your upper back melting, any tension in the back of your neck, shoulders melting. Really feeling that warmth and heat. And then begin to make your way up to a seat. Take your time. Once you're seated, bring your palms together, touching in front of your heart. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste. This class is actually part of a free 3-day yoga series to realign and improve your posture. Make sure you sign up at the link in the description below to get all 3 videos sent straight to your inbox. Have a beautiful day.